What is retraction? A statement saying that something you said or wrote at an earlier time is not true or correct. Why did Jose Rizal retraction? There were three well-known reasons behind Rizal retraction. First, he wanted to marry Josephine Bracken and to make her his wife legally. Second, he wanted to protect his family. Third, he wanted to reform from the Spanish government. According to a testimony by Father Balaguer, a Jesuit missionary who befriended the hero during his exile in Dapitan, Rizal accepted a shorter retraction document prepared by the superior of the Jesuit Society in the Philippines, Father Plopay. Four different versions of Rizal retraction that had surfaced. Historical Event 1. The first version of the text was published in La Voz Española and Diario de Manila on the very day or Rizal's execution, December 30, 1896. Historical Event 2. The second one came from an anonymous writer who received himself years later as a Ferdinand Balaguer. It appeared in Barcelona, Spain on February 14, 1897 in the fortnightly magazine in La Juventud. The third one that was said to be the original text was discovered in the Archdiocesan archives on May 18, 1935 after it disappeared for 39 years from the afternoon of the day when Rizal was shot. The fourth text appeared in A Impartial on the day after Rizal's execution. It has the short formula of the retraction. Rizal's alleged retraction refers to a controversial document known as the retraction letter, which suggests that the Philippine national hero Jose Rizal retracted his anti-clerical and anti-colonial beliefs shortly before his execution in 1896. The authenticity and validity of this letter have been a subject of debate among historians for many years. According to the accounts, retraction letter was supposedly written by Rizal on December 29, 1896, a day before execution by the Spanish colonial authorities. In the letter, Rizal allegedly expressed regret for his previous writings and disavows his association with anti-Catholic sentiments. He supposedly sought reconciliation with the Catholic Church and requested to be buried in secluded ground. However, there are several reasons why many historians and scholars question the authenticity of the retraction letter. Firstly, the letter was not made public until 1935, nearly 40 years after Rizal's execution. This delay raised suspicions about its origin and raised questions about potential manipulations or fabrication.
Arguments against the retraction. The retraction information was published late that could be inauthenticate claim that other acts and facts do not fit well with the story. Those most often referred to by Romans as follows. Arguments against There was no entry in the book of burials, but Rizal's body buried on the page December 30, and it appears on a special page where special orders and authorizes are indicate claim that other acts and facts do not fit well with the story. Those most often referred to by written as follows. Other arguments. His Roman Catholic marriage to Josephine Bracken has attested to by witness there could be no marriage without attraction, and the desire for his historical truth in much later years. People began the search of results with reaction and different versions of duly notarized documents.
Observation on the document of the retraction of Dr. Jose Rizal. Number 1. The execution and writing movement in capital letters, including the different varieties used as in the letter D, J, R, I, P, V, S, C, M, E, are all in natural form of letter used by Dr. Rizal. In the desire for historical truth in much later years, people began to search over retraction and different versions of duty, notarized documents, and different versions of duty. Number 2. The small letters H, P, D, R, O, G, L, J, A are all of the handwriting of Rizal. Number 3. The slant of writing is irregular and nearly vertical in writing of Ultimo Adios because the paper used was too small, so the difference in slant between the Ultimo Adios and normal was not a motive for doubting the genesis of this writing. Number 4. All the characters like the short ending stroke shows nothing to argue the genesis of the document. Rizal the Romantic. There were at least 9 women linked with Rizal, namely Sugunda Katikbak, Leonor Valenzuela, Leonor Rivera, Consuelo Ortiga, Oceancian, Gertrude Bicket, Nellie Busted, Suzanne Jacobi, and Josephine Bracken. Additionally, the language and style of retraction letter differ from Rizal known writings. Rizal was a skilled writer and linguist, and the inconsistencies in letters raised doubts about its authorship. About the authenticity of the retraction letter, they argued that it have been a fabrication or a result of political and religious pressure exerted on Rizal by Spanish authorities before his execution. It is important to note that the debate surrounding Rizal's alleged retraction is ongoing. The truth about Rizal's beliefs and whether he retracted his previous statement may never be definitively resolved due to lack of concrete evidence.